From the Matrix Home Solutions studios, this is Chicago's Morning Answer on AM 560, The Answer.
Listen to AM 560 The Answer online at 560theanswer.com, on the AM 560 mobile app, on your Alexa-powered smart speaker, and on TuneIn, iHeart, and on Odyssey. If you're looking for the latest news, insight into what it means, and the sharpest opinion, there's only one station in Chicago where you can turn, and it's this one. We're AM 560, The Answer.
Top of the morning, Dan and Amy, and White House spokesman Jen Psaki was queried by Fox News' Peter Doocy, who seems to be the only one who asks pointed questions from the D.C. press corps.
He said, thank goodness.
She was queried by him about, the prices for the Thanksgiving turkey and all the fixins this year because of Bidenflation. And here's what she had to say.
Our topic, what message does it send to the middle-class Americans President Biden says that he's trying to help, who are struggling this week to cover the cost of the most expensive Thanksgiving ever, that the president is going to take a few days off at a billionaire's compound in Nantucket?
Well, first I would say, I don't know if you've cooked a turkey before, but a 20-pound turkey is a pretty big turkey. I think we can all agree. They're about $1 more. So not to minimize that, any increase in prices is something the president is concerned about, as is evidenced by his announcement today and as his efforts to push forward on additional relief for the American people. But I just want to be clear that there are abundance of turkeys available. They're about $1 more for a 20-pound bird, which is a huge bird if you're feeding a very big family.
Yeah, and if there's one thing Jen Psaki knows a lot about, it's big turkeys. Here's the thing, though.
What is she talking about? I mean, I went 50 pound. It was $51.61 for a 16-pound turkey. That was up about $10 from last year in our world, but not in her world.
Well, the other thing is, even if you take what she said at face value, that the 20-pound turkey is up $1, and any price increase the president of the United States is worried about, why? Let's remember our free market principles for a second. Why is the president of the United States concerned about price increases unless he is the one precipitating them through central planning follies? That's when you should be concerned. Stop doing what you're doing, thinking that you can turn dials and twist knobs and run a $20 billion economy in D.C. But this whole, everything that happens, what's the president have to say or do about this? The president should have nothing to say or do about it. The less he says and the less he does, and the more he allows free people to exchange goods and services accordingly, the better. How about that as a response from conservatives, as opposed to, the whole, arguing about turkey prices? For more on this, we're pleased to be joined by Steve Moore, Wall Street Journal columnist, economist, and Trumponomics author. Steve, thanks for joining us. Appreciate it.
Hey, Dan. Hey, Amy. I hope you have a great Thanksgiving. It's the best time of the year, and we celebrate an incredible country. I don't care if inflation's up a little bit. This is a great country. We're not racist. Everybody in the world wants to come here to get free enterprise and freedom and liberty. I'm in a great mood this morning. All right.
Obviously, save that for
spoil it, Dan.
Save that for the dinner table tomorrow. You're going to have nothing left.
Right. Well.
Talk to us about the sales pitch that is ongoing, that they're handling inflation. They're doing symbolic things like the 50 million barrels from the Strategic Petroleum Reserve to give the appearance of doing something to try and reduce the price at the pump, to try and reduce the price at grocery stores by spending and taxing more somehow. I mean, the pitch continues.
So a couple things. First of all, we have a strategic petroleum reserve in case there's some kind of national emergency, right? You get a hurricane and it destroys our oil refineries or something or other where you just don't have the supply temporarily and you need to draw down this reserve. This is not, let me just be clear about this to folks. This is not an act of nature. That's not why we have energy prices through the roof right now. It's not the reason why gasoline prices are $1.35 a gallon higher today than they were a year ago. This was an act of politics and politicians and a Biden administration and a Congress that has declared war on American energy. And as you said, you just said, Dan, when you go back to basic economics, if you reduce the supply of something, okay, ready? I know this is going to be tough. If you reduce the supply of something, what happens to its price? It goes up. Now, here's the other thing. So it shouldn't be surprising as we've reduced our production of oil and gas that the price of oil and gas has been up. And I don't normally go at people's motives, but I'm going to say this. They want high gas prices. That's the whole idea of the climate change fanaticism. They want no more oil and gas production, zero. I mean, that's their goal, to produce zero oil and gas. Well, what do you think happens as we go down in terms of production of oil and gas? That means the price goes up and up and up. And in fact, even some of the people in the Biden administration have said, high gas prices are a good thing because that means people are going to use less of it. And so this is a concerted effort by the left to destroy our energy industry. Now, should we be pulling some oil out of the reserve right now? Okay, maybe. Maybe it might save 5 or 10 cents a gallon. But it's as Joe Manchin, the West Virginia Democrat, said yesterday, this is a Band-Aid. It's not going to solve this problem. We need to be producing all of our energy, our oil, our gas, our coal, our nuclear power, our hydropower, everything we got, and we're not doing that. And now it's so embarrassing that we have to go to – I love how he's blaming – have you noticed, Dan Nemi, he's blaming business? The businesses, they're conspiring to keep the oil price high.
Right.
No, it's not.
Yeah, right. The FTC is going to look into oil and gas businesses. Right. That's the issue.
So how long is it even going to last? This 5 to 10 cents less a gallon.
Sorry.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry. I'm choking.
How long will it last?
Yeah. I mean, a day, a week.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Right. That's a great point. Maybe a month. Maybe a month you might get a slight reduction at the gas pump, but now let's talk about overall inflation, and not just the price of gasoline, which we have. There's a new poll that came out. 77% of Americans are very concerned about inflation, and that's why Biden had to go out and give his speech. Did you see, by the way, that he said that he read end of quote?
Yeah, we played it. It was classic. Classic Biden. Love it.
Oh, my God. And apparently Jen Psaki was really pissed off at the people who run the teleprompter. Like, you're not supposed to write anything that he might say.
Right. Yeah. Then he subsequently told San Diego to go blank themselves, too, which was odd. But anyway, go ahead.
But anyway, back to my main point is that this inflation is a result of a massive increase in demand for goods and services by just printing all this money and pouring it out into the economy. And they want to put $3 trillion more in. And it's also because supply is being reduced because we're raising taxes. We've got all of these policies that the Biden administration are putting out that are anti-business. And so when you get a reduction in supply of things and an increase in the amount of money, you get more inflation. My point is the worst thing we could do right now if we want to stop inflation is to pass this absurd $3 to $4 trillion spending bill. And I haven't talked to you guys since Friday, but I have to say that what happened on the House floor on Friday, last Friday, was one of the most ignominious days in the history of the U.S. Congress. That bill is atrocious from page 1 to page 2,492. There's nothing good in that bill that will make America, freer or more prosperous. It's shame, shame, shame on the 220 Democrats out of 221 who voted for that debt bomb bill.
I wanted to go back to just specifically focusing on gas prices, since you got people hitting the roads for the holidays, yep. And I think about 45% of the 18 million barrels of oil that is consumed daily is by motorists. It's for motor cars. Right. If you were the energy czar tomorrow, what are the specific steps that you would take, the policies that need to be either enacted or rescinded that would unleash the sort of supply to sort of reset the equilibrium in the market?
Well, what I would do is shut down all oil and gas production in Alaska, and then I would stop production of all the pipelines, and then I would, put in all these new environmental regulations that make it impossible to produce oil and gas, and that would solve this problem. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's the Biden policy.
Right. Yes. Okay.
Look, I mean, everything he's done on energy has been exactly the opposite of what should be done. We should just basically, and the pipeline issue is really critical, by the way. I want to make sure people understand what the Biden administration is doing on that. They have declared war not just on the Keystone XL pipeline, which is a pipeline that's in production. Now they're going after existing pipelines. especially in the Midwest. And many of the utilities around them, I don't know if this is going to affect Chicago, but St. Louis, other areas, the utilities are now saying, look, if they shut down these pipelines, we're not going to have the natural gas to get to your homes. And, as you guys know, I'm from Chicago. I know it gets, can be 5 degrees below zero, when you wake up in those January and February mornings. Imagine if the oil, if the home heating oil isn't able to be delivered to your home. I mean, you're going to have supply disruptions. This gets serious. This isn't just an inconvenience. This could be, life-threatening to people if they don't have heat. Now the utilities are saying you might have to, in many areas like Michigan, they're saying you might have to keep your thermostat, down to below, 66 on the thermostat. I mean, I'm thinking, Jesus, oh my God, is Jimmy Carter president again? What, are we going to go back to wearing cardigan sweaters?
All right, Steve Moore, we're going to give you a break and, give you time to get all dressed up in your pilgrim garb for tomorrow.
I'm going to go buy my $60 turkey now.
Okay.
And by the way, Amy is right on the math. How does she say that's only $1 more when you're? I don't understand the math there.
You can be Jen Psaki's mystery shopper. Or personal shopper, I should say. Not mystery shopper, personal shopper. Steve Moore, Wall Street Journal columnist, Trumponomics author, economist. Steve, happy Thanksgiving.
Have a great one, guys. Bye.
Bye. And he joined us on our turnkey.pro answer line.
Before you see it on TV, share it on Facebook, or read about it in the paper. Hear it here first. This is Chicago's Morning Answer on AM 560. The Answer.
Next time you're in the office, look around and see the paper accumulating and the filing cabinets taking up space waiting to be filled. You want the paper gone, but dread the time-consuming scanning process? Well, with IoT Smart Connected Scanning, it's never been easier to turn physical paper into digital documents and have them directly uploaded to the cloud. The need for PCs, cables, and tedious application software is eliminated. Anyone can set this device up in 5 minutes or less, saving your organization money, valuable time, and the hassle associated with IT. Remote employees can capture documents and send them seamlessly. This technology is adaptable to any environment and uses a hotspot without compromising security. If your goal is to organize documents efficiently and securely, IoT Smart Connected Scanning from IDT is for you. To see a demo or order now, go to ready4idt.com. That's ready4idt.com. Use promo code SMART and receive 10% off your order. IDT, putting paper in its place.
40 days up to 40 pounds. Say it with me. 40 days up to 40 pounds. That's how much you could lose when you join NJ Diet. Because NJ Diet only takes 40 days to lose 20 to 40 plus pounds. Since NJ Diet is a contractually guaranteed money-back program, you have absolutely nothing to worry about. NJ Diet is 100% tailored to you by using bioenergetically personalized supplements based on your hair, saliva, and blood work. Then NJ Diet uses DNA testing to create your ideal diet plan and workout regimen to help you keep it off. 40 days up to 40 pounds can be a real thing. Unlike other weight loss systems, NJ Diet is all natural, no shots, no hormones, no prepackaged foods, and no surgery. With offices in Skokie and Oak Brook or available worldwide with live online video consultations, call them now, 855-5-NJ-DIET, or go to njdiet.com. That's njdiet.com. 40 days, up to 40 pounds.
Why are cash-out refinances such a big deal right now? Uncle Ryan tries to teach me something.
I will say one thing. I really feel like right now might be a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I've been doing this for 18 years now, and I've just never seen a market where the rates are so low and values across the country have skyrocketed as much as they have. That combination, I remember one couple in particular, they were looking to do some home improvements at the house, but they were worried about their payments going up. Well, with rates being so low and them building up so much equity in the home over the last few years, we were able to get them the cash out for those home improvements, and their payments actually went down a little bit. Every single situation is different, but it does happen more often than you think. So it definitely does not hurt to call.
We are United Faith Mortgage.
United Mortgage Corp, Melville, New York. NMLS number 1330. Ryan Vrecka, NMLS number 65233. For all licensing information, go to nmlsconsumeraccess.org.
Balance of Nature's fruits and vegetables in a capsule. Changing the world, one life at a time.
I loved the product. Not only did I lose weight, my energy was through the roof. I just had all this energy, my complexion. My friends would tell me, you look younger than you did the last time I saw you. So I believe in it.
I know it works. Someone says, well, how do you know it works? I says, well, I'm 81 and people think I don't look a day over 62, so it works.
Overall, I have more energy, and it does make a big difference in just everything. And if I don't take it, there's a big difference in my days. I'm 65, and everybody says, my gosh, you don't even look your age. I have a feeling it is the balance of nature.
Get a wide variety of all your daily recommended servings of whole fruits and vegetables without having to leave your home. Right now, Balance of Nature is offering free shipping and 35% off on any new preferred order. Call 1-800-2468-751 or go to balanceofnature.com and use discount code Chicago.
Hi, this is Amy Jacobson, and I recently told you about my personal experience getting a hearing test at the Hearing Health Center. I learned how your hearing ability directly affects your memory, brain, heart, and balance. And I told you to get a hearing checkup immediately. Well, I just learned that in addition to free hearing checkups during the month of November, Hearing Health Center is giving up to $1,000 trade-in on every hearing aid. Yep, your old hearing aids will go to their Fisher Foundation for Hearing to help a child with brain cancer. What could be better? You save up to $2,000 on new technology, get a charitable tax donation, and finally understand all the conversations during the holidays. Call 833-MY-HEARING for an appointment in Chicago, Streeterville, Highland Park, Naperville, Oakbrook, or Resurrection Hospital in Park Ridge for an appointment. Or book directly online at 833myhearing.com. That's 833-MY-HEARING or book directly online at 833myhearing.com.
AM 560, The Answer.
Dan and Amy, since Steve Moore was so in the Thanksgiving spirit, this most excellent op-ed from Melanie Kirkpatrick in the Wall Street Journal, she's at the Hudson Institute. She writes of the celebration of the 400th anniversary of the first Thanksgiving, which we're doing this year.
Yeah.
The central similarity between the first Thanksgiving and every subsequent one, a spirit of gratitude. This year, as we mark 4 centuries of Thanksgivings, Americans will do what we've always done since that original feast. We will express our gratitude with acts of hospitality and charity. Many of us will offer prayers of thanks to the Almighty, however we define him. In doing so, we will be following in the footsteps of the Pilgrims and the Wampanoag while rejecting the campaign to rewrite Thanksgiving's history. Yes, don't make it a Festivus, the airing of grievances. And one such expression of gratitude happened over the weekend from a football coach. Frank Reich is the head coach of the Indianapolis Colts, and after they trounced the Buffalo Bills, team for which he played, remember he led the greatest comeback in NFL history against the Houston Oilers in 1992, he offered his own thoughts on gratitude.
Of climbing Mount Everest to parallel our quest to make it to the top. And it doesn't take long to figure out that this metaphor doesn't merely apply to football. Rather, it can be a picture of the many challenges that we all face, right? We all face mountains that we're trying to climb.